Have a look at those boots. Alright, I gotta watch the road as well. What's going on, Angus?
Oh, not much. Just up in Brizzy for the week, hanging out with my mother.
What was it true when you said you're not skiing because it's too cold, or like I do hope you were joking.
Look, I was going to ski today if the sun was out, but it's kind of drizzling outside, so I have no need to ski at the moment.
It's 21 degrees and Angus isn't skiing because it's too cold.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like you're joking.
Well, I just don't see the point. There's been, it's been a fair while since I've skied.
That's more reason to ski.
And it's cold, and I'm probably not going to ski again until September. So I'm just sort of like, might be better to just chill out and watch what the pros do.
I saw a video of Jamie Bull on Instagram skiing past ice. And you're not skiing it at 21 degrees.
Sounds like she's probably a tad, just a little bit more committed than me.
What's 21 degrees in American?
Fahrenheit. I have no idea.
I don't know either. 100's 40, I think.
So 50?
50.
I don't know, does it work like that?
No.
Halve it?
It's not cold.
I mean, standard maths like you would in any other country would work that way, but America's a bit out there.
Easy, mate. You can get us pulled from YouTube.
Well, I just don't understand why they don't get with the metric system. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, we're getting messages from Michael. I'm going skiing with Michael and Mel as well from the Gold Coast Club. And to everybody else from the Gold Coast Club that I said I'd take skiing, I'm getting to all of yous eventually. But Mel and Mike are one of the few that haven't actually been to the lake yet, so they're on the hit list for first. And Angus just gets to come because he's like a sympathy vote for like
And I'm awesome.
Mentally deranged and challenged people. We like to do a bit to support the community.
Yeah, but maybe that's why your list is so long, because of everyone knows about me now after your last video, mate, and they just want to come hang with me.
I did get a lot of messages about our last video, to be honest.
In saying that, we're actually talking about a big ski school out in Moree, aren't we, Joel?
Be good, wouldn't it? At the Twin Lakes at Moree.
Yeah, being part of the committee out there, we got access to those lakes and accommodation, direct flights from cities into the town. So it'd be nice to get a good ski school out there.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be really good for the lakes and the town. Obviously struggling with drought and things lately. Anybody coming to the town's always good, but gotta wait for the coronavirus to pass first, obviously.
Moree has seen no coronavirus, right?
Nah.
Like not one case?
Nah, there was a Moree resident got it, but they were actually in Tamworth, so they weren't even in the town and never came to the town, I don't think. So yeah, we're still not allowed to do anything.
So Moree, for those that don't know, like, can you give some form of description on just how isolated Moree is? Like,
there's definitely places more isolated, but we're about 6 hours west of Brisbane, sort of an hour south of the Queensland border. So it's a fair way out there.
How far to the nearest town?
100 k's, I suppose. We've got about an 8,000 population, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot more isolated towns out that way, but compared to the city life, it's definitely a bit smaller.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing is that like the next town is also equally isolated. Like it's basically the same. It's the same distance to the next town, and then the same distance to the next town, and in between all these tiny little towns.
So every direction, the town's about 100 and 140k away, and they're all a similar population or less.
We're doing it again, mate. What's 140k in miles?
Oh shit.
Like,
that'd be getting close to 100 miles.
Yeah, 100 miles. Yeah. Okay.
Or do we put it in a fraction, like a stupid system it is?
Oi, ease up, mate. Americans.
Sorry, being a surveyor, it gets me quite angry about the whole number system that they use.
That's true.
It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, next one.
Let's pitch our new water ski tournament format to the world, and I'm sure it will have immediate global consent.
Concern?
No, consent. Like everyone.
Oh, consent. Oh, I thought you were saying concern. I was like,
there will be concern too.
Being an idea of ours, it's got to be awesome, doesn't it?
Zero concern. All right, you pitch it. What is it?
I've got to try and remember. It was a couple of days we were talking about.
So, what if at a water ski tournament you do your tournament run, so you run down the line and you get your score, but then you're also allowed to just stay out there and continue skiing. So you have like a 15-20 minute time slot for your run.
So basically it's basically like a coaching
it could be coached, like
it's like almost like a coaching weekend. You have 20-minute time slots. First few we'd hope to have a coach in the boat. You go out, you ski straight down the line, get your tournament score, then get some coaching or just have a ski for 20 minutes, because I mean, obviously it'd mean less numbers in a tournament. However, you just run more tournaments.
Yeah,
I feel.
And I just feel like we've got a bit of an issue at the moment where...
Coppers.
Thank you. It's all good. I would never speed anyway. For those that know me,
horrible driver.
I'm a good driver. Yeah, let's move on. Oh, that bloke's in trouble.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's definitely on drugs. Did you see the beard? That was the dodgiest looking bloke.
That was a big call. Anyway, we'll go with it.
Alright. What are we on?
So yeah, we'll just, we just feel, especially out here in sort of Queensland or Central Australia, well, basically anywhere in Australia, it's a big drive to go to tournaments, really, isn't it? It's just your standard tournament. You might drive 6 hours one way and you get 2 rounds for the weekend. And being me, I missed my first pass, so literally for 12 hours of driving, I ski around 4 buoys.
I can attest to that.
And I just feel it's a good way to get people more involved in the tournament scene. I think a lot of people feel like it's not worth it going to tournaments. And yeah, it gives the opportunity for people to improve whilst they're at a tournament, which I know is a big thing for you, Joe.
That's my biggest thing. So because at the moment, I mean, I hate to even say it because I don't want to not encourage people to go to tournaments. But it's almost, at the moment, the best thing you can do on a weekend for your skiing is to skip the tournament and train.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
More passes. You're going to get more benefit out of skiing more passes. So that's sort of what we want to try and get out of this tournament. So that's basically what we're pitching. We're going to give it a crack in the early months of next season.
A lot of these other sports, like when you're a runner, going to multiple tournaments is very good for your running ability, because you go to that tournament and you've got all the adrenaline and you're going to push harder than what you normally would. And just from a pure training perspective and next week's performance perspective, going to a running tournament is a great thing for your future progress. Whereas like going to a waterski tournament, yeah, it'll teach you how to perform under pressure, assuming you even learn that eventually. But I mean, really, as far as your training goes, you're doing very little output as far as like what your body's capable of. Whereas like I feel like you could go to a tournament, and I mean, I know the set doesn't count beyond your tournament score, but with all that adrenaline and multiple attempts at it, like you're going to see people consistently ski better than they ever have in that tournament round, even though the end of it doesn't count. And I think there'll be a huge sort of groundswell of people going to tournaments and feeling like they've skied better than they ever have and learnt something. And then also, especially in Australia, like there's a lot of people that arguably can't or don't train during the week, and they do kind of want to go to the tournament, but more so than go to a tournament, they want to actually ski. Yeah,
that's right. So, the 2 days a week you have the chance to actually ski. You want to be getting more than, I don't know, what are most people getting, 3-4 passes in a tournament if they ski all right?
3 or 4,
so, doing eight passes in a full weekend rather than, 30 plus. So,
mate, we've nailed it. We pitched it so well. Every tournament's going to be that structured.
Like, obviously, you still got to run your standard structured tournaments, and people still need to ski those to get the idea of, having that cutthroat situation. But I feel like a more generalised tournament, especially for your entry-level skiers, I think it's a good format just to, A, improve, and B, feel like you're getting more out of the weekend.
Yeah, and then just as far as like our little tournament that we were thinking of running, incorporate the coaching as well, where sort of someone like me sits in the boat, watches the tournament run, scores it, and then for the rest of it, I'm coaching.
Yeah, you got me driving, so you're guaranteed a good score.
Might as well just give up on running a PB, but I'll do my best.
So yeah,
we go up and down enough time there won't be any boat guides, so bloody ski school swerve might help at least.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty good at that. But yeah, I think it can gain a bit of traction, and like I said, I think it's good for the new people coming into the sport as well to enter a tournament in that situation. They come, they know they got 20 minutes. They might not care about their tournament score because it's their first go, but they get the opportunity to have a ski, see what it's about, and talk to a few other people around instead of just showing up, falling off, and going home.
What else we got, Gus? We got any other topics? Have a look at the 2 boot setups we got in the back. Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, after our previous little video, I went home and did a few modifications. If anyone knows what megapoxy is, that's what I've created my shell out of. So it weighs about 10 kilos. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's going to work. Until it shatters, and then I'm screwed. But anyway. And another thing we're talking about is a bit of a handicap system in tournaments. Still haven't come to a conclusion as to how we can do that.
Like a handicap system opposed to a division-based system, sort of. Because, I mean, obviously it is handy, like, or at least with how Queenslanders run their tournament, which is awesome. Like, it's handicapped on your division, it's an ability-based division system, not an age-based division system.
Yeah,
which works really well, but it's just there's almost, like, not quite the depth to make it competitive.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you look at Division 1, for example. A lot of the time you just rock up and you go, I'll try and fight for third today because Pete Cornell's going to get first.
It's basically Pete's
pain
fault.
in the ass how good he is. And then, it might be Craig Yidey or someone else another step above the rest, Brad Williams, that normally comes second, and then it's a bit of a fight for the rest of it. Whereas the handicap system, I've played a lot of golf, and they run a really good handicap system where everyone compete against everyone no matter what your level is, and I feel we've got a few ideas of how we can run a similar way in water skiing. And then, with 20-minute time slots for a tournament, if you get 20 people to it, you can have all 20 people competing against each other. And it basically runs off a bit of an average of what your scores are.
Yeah, because I feel like there almost has to be like some allowed discrepancy to sort of pick someone's score, because you could argue that like a lot of the lower end competitors improve so quickly and don't do enough tournaments where if you did their average score, it'd be a bit off. And then if you were to do the average score, or an average score for someone like me would work.
Yeah.
Whereas because at the moment you've got ones where they'll run it on a PB, which makes it completely uncompetitive for the elite
you'd have
skiers.
to go run a world record to win any tournament. So that basically puts you out of competitiveness, and if you were to go to a PB tournament.
I need to beat these kids. Like, I don't want
that's
kids
right.
beating me.
Yeah.
I want to crush these 10-year-olds.
Yeah, absolutely destroy them. Make them never want to ski again. But, yeah, so golf sort of runs off, each round you play, it sort of ends up, there's some calc in there where you come up with a bit of an average figure, and basically your score would be probably like a plus or a minus, boys. So, your average might end up, 2 at 10-2.
I'd accept that.
If you go get 4 at 10-2, you got a +2 score. And for anyone to get plus, and you can ski that regularly, so therefore you're still in, you can be competitive against that guy skiing through 46k an hour.
If a kid runs a 4-ball PB, I will allow him to beat me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's acceptable.
Yeah, well, if he does run a 4-ball PB, he's probably going to win it still. That's the thing. Because your average is probably going to be lower than what your PB is.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and it works really good in golf. And then we also had the same argument. It's like, but sometimes, you want to go to a tournament and you just want the plain, straight out, who's the best.
Yeah.
Whereas you play your local.
They do exist.
Yeah, and back to golf again. You go to your local comp, they have that format we just talked about, and then they also have rewards for who shot the best score, just without any handicap.
Is that within one tournament?
Yep.
So within one tournament, there's a few things going on.
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
So, you can have a group like this. Everyone competes against everyone with their handicap, and then, you can set a few things aside, like who got the best PB and who actually skied the best score.
Yeah, right.
Without taking into account handicaps.
I rate that.
So, there's a few things there to add, and
alright, so now that we've solved tournament water skiing, we'll think of another subject and do another one, alright?
I want all this written and signed that it's our idea, so when we make billions.
No, it's free to the public, don't listen to it. Alright, catches.
Sponsors welcome.